Hey, what's up everybody? John from Old Reading Farm here. Thanks for joining us. You may be asking yourself, John, what the hell are you doing out in the middle of the alpaca pasture when it's covered in snow? Shouldn't you be inside in front of the pellet stove sipping hot chocolate with marshmallows? Yes, I should. What the am I doing out here? Just kidding. So, what I am actually doing out here is something kind of exciting, something we've talked about before, but it hasn't been, fully realized. But so, back in June of this year, 2021, we adopted 5 alpacas from Vermont. We brought them here. Natasha decided to pay me a visit. So the only problem with that is that we can't leave Felix alone. So even though we'll have him over here, he will have some interaction with the boys, just, based on being, in the proximity to them. He's got to have his own little herd. So we are actually adopting 2 other baby alpacas to give him his own little herd. So that should be fun. That should be nice. And then, we'll do some supervised play dates over here to introduce all 3 of them to the other boys. And then once the new boys are all fully grown and can, defend themselves against any bully attacks from the big guys, we can combine them, we can get them together, and then we'll be all good. So my goal today is twofold. One, I'm going to try to build the fence to separate these 2 and to separate these 2 pastures. And 2, I'm going to build a temporary shelter that's just, something really simple to help get the boys out of the rain when needed. Nothing fancy, just something that's going to be here for a couple months while they get big enough to join the big boys. So I've gathered all my materials here, and I'll do a quick recap of what I have right now. All right, so we're back here in my hoard of stored materials, my store hoard. And I'm gonna grab some T-posts, and I have some scraps of cattle panels from things that we've built. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build, a fence. We're gonna split the pasture in 2. So I also have some woven wire left over that I'm gonna grab, and we're gonna use the T-posts for both the fence and for the house. You'll see how I'll do that in a minute. So I'm going to grab those. I'm also going to grab the cattle panel scrap that I think would be best for like a little gate. And then we'll just use that for the gate like in the middle of the pasture. So I'll grab my stuff. All right, so I definitely don't have enough T-posts right now. So I think I'm gonna take apart, and I think I was gonna have to do it anyway, the little divider that I put in the girls' pasture so that I could open the gate without fearing them getting out. So I'm gonna have to take that down too. No biggie, let's go do that. All right, so I ended up with 4 more T-posts and a few cattle panels. So now I'm gonna bring everything over there and see how I can do. It's so cold! That was a huge pain in the butt. I said it back in the day and I'll say it again. I think they must have filled this area because it is just like solid rock, man. Some of these I could barely get in. So, you know, obviously this is not very big, but I think it'll be enough. I don't think it'll be enough. I think it's gonna be too small. So I may have to get another fence panel, we'll see. I'm gonna take a little break, I'll see you in a minute. So even though I think it's a little bit too small, it's gonna do just fine for now. And I think what I might do if this ends up being too small is just move the T-posts back and just use a straight tarp over the top. Because I don't think we really need the sides, because there's plenty of cattle panel left. So even if I moved it over, it'll still be fine. But this will at least be something for them to just get out of the rain. So that should be good. We also have the overhang from the house over here. And we have a bunch of trees, so it's not like they'll be out in the elements anyway. This will just be one place for them to go. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I have this, let's see. So I got this free plumber's toolbox, and it has this metal stripping. So I'm gonna use this to basically go around the T-posts and screw right into the sides to attach the sides to the T-posts. So I'm gonna do that, and then I should be pretty much done. Go grab the tarp and call it a day. I am tired and cold, so let's get moving. So we are all done. And you know, it's funny because last week I built the hay storage thing, and I said, welcome to the ugliest thing I've ever built. Well, I have outdone myself with this one. But I think it'll get the job done, and we should only need it for, you know, a few weeks, a couple months at the most. So last thing I'll do is just throw a tarp over that back side so that no water comes in on this side. But other than that, you know, it's dry, should keep the wind out, and I think it'll get the job done for what we need it to. So that's the most important thing. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Please give us a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you think, and as always, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.